2 days ago, I interviewed Ice Cube and we watched the movie. It was a Europe premiere of NWA. And again, the N-Wort is inside. And I wanted to talk just, I mean, how do you feel about this?
Was geht, Freunde? Mein Name ist Rooz. Das ist eine neue Folge von Was los? Ich wieder hier in der Küche bei uns, bei Hip-Hop-Day am Chillen. Freunde, ich habe mich getroffen mit Masta Ace auf dem Royal Arena Festival. Ihr wisst, die Legende Masta Ace, Juice Crew. Ich habe mit ihm kurz gesprochen und ich habe die Zeit genutzt, weil gerade dieser NWA-Film wieder in aller Munde war und natürlich das Wort, ne, dieses N-Wort, was ich hier nicht sagen will. Ja, Masta Ace hatte sogar einen Track, der das N-Wort drin hatte, den hat er dann später geändert. Ich habe ihn gefragt, jemand wie er, also ein richtiger Oldschooler, Leute, die Masta Ace nicht kennen, Leute, ihr müsst ihn googeln, das ist ein Oldschooler erster Klasse, ja. Eine echte Legende mit Big Daddy Kane, Shantae, lass mich nicht scheiße labern, Bismarcky, ne, all diese Leute, ne, mit denen war er mal eine Crew, dann hatten die ein Label oder die waren mal auf einem Label, das wirklich mit Def Jam auf einer Höhe war und plötzlich waren die weg und Def Jam ist ganz groß geworden. All diese Stories will er auch erzählen in einem Film oder beziehungsweise die Jungs, seine Homies, seine alten Weggefährten sind dabei, einen Film zu produzieren. Davon erzählt er kurz und ich rede kurz mit ihm natürlich auch über den Film NWA, denn er war schließlich am Start zu dieser Zeit. Er hat die Zeit komplett miterlebt. Was sagst du, habe ich ihn gefragt. Dicker. In Deutschland gab es ja viele kritische Stimmen auch von Rappern. Ja, ist nicht ganz echt und das. Deswegen war mir wichtig, jemand wie Masta Ace zu fragen. Dicker, er war mit Mali Mal, dies, das, Big Daddy Kane zu derselben Zeit. Mann, ey, Alter, ein Zeitzeuge. Okay? Ich will nicht so viel labern, ich mache das Intro kurz. Ich würde sagen, wir steigen kurz ein, hören, was er zu sagen hat und wir sehen uns am Ende der Sendung wieder.
Hello, Masta Ace. Appreciate for your time, man.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Actually, just want to ask you one or two questions. So, because I don't see you that much, that often over here. So,
I'm over here pretty often the last 10, 12 years, 15 years.
So,
I've been in Switzerland. I've been to about 10 different cities in Switzerland. I've done Zurich about 4 times. You know, I can't rattle off all the names, but it's a good 10 cities in Switzerland. But I'd love to come over more often, you know, you just hook me up with some promoters. I come over here every 6 months.
Yeah, I try, you know, matter of fact, we're from Germany. Hiphop.de, the site that we're running, sits in Düsseldorf next to the Kraftwerk Studios, you know. And when I saw you, I was like, I have to talk with Masta Ace because of the Kraftwerk sample. That makes it so big that day. I mean, that was a big song that back in the days. I don't want to say the original name because of the N-word and stuff, but you know, Born to Roll, you called it then. But I mean, back in the days, you guys was young and you used the N-word so much, you know.
Not me.
Yeah, but I mean, the track was in. What would you say? I mean, especially, you know, back 2 days ago, I interviewed Ice Cube and we watched the movie. It was a Europe premiere of NWA. And again, the N-word is inside. And I wanted to talk just, I mean, how do you feel about this? Using it, is it okay? I mean, look, we watched Menace to Society when we was young, and we white kids in school, we used that word all the time, just to say, hey, I'm cool, hey, yeah, you're cool, yeah, I'm cool. And I just didn't know back then what does it mean and how rude it can be, you know. And so I just want to say, you guys, you teached us, you know. What do you feel about it?
Well, let me, you know, I'm on both sides of that conversation. When I'm with my boys and we're talking, that word might get thrown around here and there. It's not an overuse of it, but when you're really trying to express a point about a person or a situation, you might use that word. I'm not above using the word. You've heard it on a few of my records here and there, and I use it for effect when I use it. I'm very conscious of it when I use it, but at the same time, I coached high school football in Brooklyn, right, for 9 years. So I was around young men from the ages of about 13 to about 17. And the kids knew after a while, I mean, because I taught them that we don't use that word in the school in the surroundings of the team. And I tell them, I said, listen, I might use that word in my private life, but I know when to use that word and when not to. And you guys have to understand. You have to learn to have. You have to learn to hear yourself, is what I told them. Because when they're talking to their boys in the lunchroom or in the hallway, they're just blurting out the N-word like crazy. Yeah. It's like it just rolls off. They're not conscious that they're saying it. And what I try to teach them is be conscious of when you say it. You're gonna say it probably in your life, and I'm not gonna be the one to stop you when you're an adult from saying that word, but I'm gonna hopefully teach you to be more appropriate in how and when you use it, because they really don't have a filter and they don't understand that it's not always appropriate to use. In the 9 years that I coached, those kids never heard me say a curse word ever. Beyond the word hell. I might have said, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, sure.
Beyond that word, they've never heard me curse. And the lesson that I tried to teach them is, okay guys, for as long as you've known me, have you ever heard me curse? And they say, no coach, we never ever heard you curse. I said, well guess what? I actually curse in my private life, my personal life. I curse. But you know why you've never heard me curse is because I'm conscious of what I'm saying, and I know how to filter myself. And you guys have to learn that.
Did you see actually the movie NWA?
I did see the movie. I saw it, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
You one of the old schoolers. Can I ask you, how do you feel about the movie? Do you think it's totally real, or some? You know what I mean? I mean, it's a movie, and it's based on true stories.
It's based on truth. Yeah.
But is it? I read a lot of critics about here and there some. You know,
they might have.
Yeah.
Did a little creative licensing here and there. I mean, I think maybe the visit, you know, to the hospital cube.
Yeah.
There was
that's what Everett said. Yeah.
There were certain parts that I feel like they put in there so that he didn't look like a piece of shit or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I get that. But I don't know if did Suge really pistol whip somebody for parking in his spot, like with no. I'm sure that was a little bit more than. The guy probably popped off and said some crazy stuff, and then he just took the gun out and just started hitting the guy. Like I was like, this is a little over the top.
This is a movie, okay?
They want him to look crazy, so you know
he is crazy. You know?
He's crazy.
But what do you think? I mean, talking Juice Cruz, you're so. I mean, I can't understand. When I see you, I'm like, you look so young, you know. Thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, really, she said that everybody was like. Man, he looks so young. We couldn't believe.
Man. 48.
Can't believe that, man.
48. I didn't even recognize you.
Yeah, man.
I was like, no.
Yeah,
he's a newcomer, right? No, you look good. But when does a movie? Or you ever thought about a movie about? I mean, Marley Marl, all these cats you was around with, all these old school cats. You guys deserve a movie, man. You never thought of that?
No, there was actually a movie that was. They were already at the point of getting funding, like
really?
they were at that point, and from what I was told, and I had a conversation with Marley Marl, the original director had 1 year to get funding.
Yeah.
After that 1 year, his agreement or his attachment to the movie was supposed to be over with.
Yeah.
He didn't get funding in the year. Marley took the movie back from him and started shopping it to somebody else, and the guy sued him. So now they've been in court. They've been in court for like 4 years.
That's bad.
So there's a movie there, but it can't be made until all this red tape is worked out.
Ah, nice. Okay, hopefully it's gonna be.
Listen. Yeah. Big Daddy Kane's little brother, Little Daddy Shane, just showed me the other day. He's been filming footage for a documentary about the Juice Crew.
Yeah.
He's been filming it for about 3 years or so, and I finally got to see the raw footage. It's about 3.5 hours long, and you know, the end of the documentary is where it actually begins to be interesting, which is the collapse of Coachella and why things went the way they went. When you start to hear the stories from the different artists' perspectives, you start to understand exactly what was happening and why Def Jam became what it became, and why Coachella doesn't exist anymore. Because Coachella and Def Jam were neck and neck. They were right there, rivals. on the same level, making the same money, had the same level of artists and everything. But all of a sudden, Def Jam went here and Coachella went in the toilet. And when the real story comes out, and I'm hoping that if this movie happens, that they get to tell the, you know, it's tough in a movie. You got 2.5 hours. There's so much to tell. But hopefully they get the you know, the main points in there. Yeah, I hope people can connect with that, because it's really that. I mean, Jews through Bismarcky, what was it? You, Bismarcky, Big Daddy Kane, Rap, Craig G, MC Shan, Roxanne Shante, man. And now it's a long time. You think people can today connect with them? With the movie, with you guys, because I mean, it's gonna be because you're so like the same way people connect with NWA. You know, that was the 80s when they came out. So late 80s. So that's Big Daddy Kane came out 88. So it's the same time period. You know, yeah, I thought about this, but Ice Cube is always in movies, and Dr. Dre is, you know, with Eminem and 50 is still, you know, here, and then Kendrick Lamar and the Beats by Dre and stuff. Right. So I was thinking about how people could connect with you guys. You know, for me as a big fan. Yeah. You guys true legends for me, really. I appreciate your time with me here. But sometimes I think if the people today know about you guys, you know. Listen, so when I went to see when I went to see the NWA movie, there were a lot of 18 to 22-year-old kids in there who didn't really know anything about it, but they wanted to learn. So, you know, I would hope that kids would go out and learn about this story. Yeah, easy. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time, man. You got it. All right.
Yes, Freunde, ich hoffe, es hat Spaß gemacht. Auch wenn es nicht lang war, wir haben ja noch ein Interview auf hiphop.de, gibt es noch ein schönes Interview mit Masta Ace, auch an dem Tag, das ist ein bisschen ausführlicher. Ich habe nur kurz mit ihm halt wegen dem N-Wort, NWA, ne? Niggas with Attitude, da hat er es gesagt. Ja, ihr wisst schon, Freunde. Ja, wie seht ihr die Nutzung? Ich meine, klar, ich kann davon ausgehen, dass die allermeisten, die hier zuschauen, eher nicht schwarz sind, ja, aber natürlich gibt es die schwarze Bevölkerung auch in Deutschland. Und alle, die wir Hip-Hop hören, kennen die Benutzung des N-Wortes natürlich. Jeder Track, fast jeder Track, den wir hören aus Amerika, benutzt es. Mal gab es es gab Phasen, da wurde es öfter benutzt, ja. Ja, 50 Cent kannst ja in jedem Track mitzählen, wie oft er es benutzt, beispielsweise, ja. Ist es gut? Findet ihr das gut? Findet ihr das nicht gut? Sagt ihr, ey, die Schwarzen dürfen es sagen, ein anderer darf es nicht sagen, weil das ist ja auch immer so eine Politik. Darf es jeder sagen? Ist es nicht so gemeint? Ist es nur cool gemeint? Keine Ahnung, Freunde. Das würde mich interessieren. Schreibt mir in die Kommentare. Und ansonsten, Freunde, checkt Masta Ace mal ein bisschen aus. Liest mal bei Wikipedia. Wenn ihr Hip-Hop-Fans seid, werdet ihr... also ich meine, wenn ihr älter seid, kennt ihr ihn eh. Aber wenn ihr Hip-Hop-Fans der jüngeren Generation seid, ja, dann Wikipediaisiert das mal ein bisschen. Roxanne Shante, so die erste, wenn du so willst, Female Rapperin, ja. Freunde, da wurde Geschichte geschrieben. Ich bin ja eh so ein Typ, wenn ich einen geilen Film gucke oder so, dann bin ich immer direkt danach auf Wikipedia. Ja, so solltet ihr Masta Ace auf Wiki suchen. Ihr werdet viele interessante Sachen finden, die bis heute halt Auswirkungen hatten. Und Freunde, ich schulde euch noch, und da sitzen wir gerade hier im Studio dran und schneiden und machen für euch. Und zwar kommt eine überdimensionale NWA-Geschichte noch auf euch zu. Natürlich, ich habe Ice Cube getroffen, ich habe die ganzen Leute getroffen, ich habe das alles verwahrt. Ich war viel auf Tour, ihr wisst, ich habe die ganzen Festivals mitgemacht, und jetzt kommt es auf euch zu, und wir haben uns da was einfallen lassen. Matthias und ich schneiden noch dran. Ich würde sagen, Freunde, danke fürs Einschalten. Abonniert uns hier bei hiphop.de, liked das Video, wenn ihr sagt, ja, ich lasse ein Like da. Okay, Freunde? Und ja, abonniert uns bei hiphop.de, damit ihr die Was los Folgen nicht verpasst. Ihr findet mich bei Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat und Periscope. Ab und zu live, einmal, zweimal die Woche bin ich da immer live, chille, antworte auf eure Fragen etc. pp. Und ja, einfach unten in der Beschreibung sind die ganzen Links. Okay, Freunde? Schöne Grüße, auch an Royal Arena Festival, hiphop.de, peace out, Bruder.